Hello everyone and welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. Today I decided to build a skylight mansion. I've wanted to do this for quite a while in the game, but we don't have glass roofs, do we? But I came up with an idea and I quite love it. The nighttime view of this house is lovely. Obviously it's on the French chateau plot. So it's supposed to have a traditional surrounding, but the actual plot itself with the concrete is quite clean and modern in a way. So I felt that the build was suited to this plot that you see here. So the skylight is above here in this section, and I first built that part of the house and then figured out the rest. And you might realize that this is my pattern when building. I have an idea of just one aspect to the house. I get cracking with that aspect and then the rest of the build has to come along. So that's what I've done, and I'm very happy with this skylight idea. You can see down to the bedroom there, and we'll have a better look in a second. Well, in a few minutes. There's a seating area up top on the roof. I'm a fan of less is more, but you can add more things if you want to. And there's an area downstairs by the pool where we have a barbecue set up using the backyard beautification event items. I love them, but this family here, a mother and daughter, a very mature daughter, her daughter's 21 years old, they are vegans, and so they grill vegetables, fruits and so on. So that's the sort of thing they would grill out back here. And then they've got a pool area which is sizable, 2 lounge chairs. We've got seating on the top part here in this balcony, and we have a spiral staircase that then goes up to the roof. So if anyone needed to fix the skylight, then there's access to it, and there's a place to socialize up top as well. So the pattern for the rooftop obviously would have been boring if I just dropped a square block there and then put the windows on. But it was quite nice to put the architectural bits and bobs here, which are obviously the single 1x1 pillars that look like a cluster, and it worked for me, and I like the way the mansion looked in the end. So this is the entrance. I tried to create some sort of grand entrance, and this is Chrissy, who is Linda's daughter. Linda is in the living room at the moment, but this is Chrissy. She's 21 years old, and her parents split up when she was just 5 years old. So from 5 to date, she's been alone with her mother. Okay, so this is the entrance to the house, and we've got incredible ways of touring now. You can put the walls up halfway, full ways, no ways. So no walls whatsoever, and you can place windows on the inside. I've always wanted to see glass partitionings in my builds, so I went on to use doors. There were many times I'd use doors and then glitch stuff here and there so the Sims don't walk through it. But now finally we can have glass partitionings, and it means that when you come in through the door like Chrissy has, that the hallway is still lit up in some way. It's not claustrophobic or closed in. So there is a door that leads into the kitchen here beside the staircase. Everything is in here. I've got a lot of comments every now and again about making sure that I have a fridge in my kitchen, making sure that there is a microwave oven that is accessible and a cooker. So everything is in here, and we do have countertops on both sides of the kitchen sink, so you can place a toaster underneath this light if you wanted to, and there are some cupcakes in there. So when you work your way back out of the kitchen, you walk through the corridor where the entrance is, and you have a great view of the dining room, which is supposed to be a nice little grand dining room. I love that we can now see all the walls, and so I can decorate all walls if I want to. You've got the glass partitioning, you've got the wall with the mirror, then you've got the wall with the artwork, and you can do so many things all around, and that's quite lovely. But I left the wall where she's standing right against bare. There's no need to put a lot of things on all the walls unless you want to. You could actually place a door to lead out to the pool, but there's already one in the hallway leading out, so there's no point. But this is what I have for the dining room. I love the way it looks. The wallpaper is lovely. The grey shimmer and the pink, well, baby pink rims is just lovely. So when you come back out of the dining room, you have this little square hallway where I decided to place this chocolatey and gold rimmed round ottoman type of seat. It's brilliant. It's got a glass surface on the top here, and initially I thought you could place something on it like a flower, and I tried it and it didn't work. So there's me with my wishful thinking, but that's the door that leads out to the pool, so we didn't really need another one leading out from the dining room. That would just be too much doors at an angle leading out to the same spot. In that same square hallway we have a door that leads into a restroom that is also a bathroom, so it's for guests as well as the occupants of the house always. And I use this bathtub that goes from wall to wall. I love it. And again, because we can put the walls halfway up and fully up, you get to see the walls all around and see how things are placed. Now this is the living room. There are double arches that lead in. I'm hoping to get round archways. Maybe we will get it. But this is Chrissy's mum. Her name is Linda. She's sat in here. She's a glamorous lady. And I thought I'd lay out the living room in such a way that looked really feminine, because essentially they are two grown women who've lived together for a long time, a mother and daughter, a mature daughter at that. And everything in here, as you can see, feels that it's a woman's world. And this chair in the back is just brilliant. I love it, with the artwork up top. Yes, you can't sit on it ordinarily. You actually have to engage in the action of waiting for a partner, and you have to engage in waiting for a partner on the rug where Chrissy just got up off. And the only seat you can actually just sit on and watch telly is this pink plush lovely ottoman that Linda is sitting on. But still, it's a nice, cozy and glamorous living space for the ladies. I really love it. And this is some kind of an overview for you. It's complicated in my mind as to whether to put the walls down or up, or but we'll have a proper overview in a minute. So let's go upstairs to their living quarters. I'm still getting used to what choice of wall display I'd like to tour in. I think sometimes you need the walls up. This way, for instance, you can see how she has come through to the door. It's nice to see the way the hallway looks. But then once we get into the room, we have to put the walls down because it's an obstruction. So it's better to then view it this way, and you can see the way into Chrissy's bedroom. It's quite nice, it's chic, and we've got an art piece on the wall alongside the window just to even out the look, because the window is to the side, you know. And then we've got this couch in her room. I think I'd better put the walls up now. And there you can see what it looks like with the couch in there in her bedroom. She has a lovely closet space and bathroom, so it's an ensuite. Her walk-in closet is lovely, it's sizable. She's got a rack of dresses, a rack of coats. And with the walls up, you can see from within her closet into her bedroom, like you're peeking out from there. And this is her ensuite in the side here. And it's really self-contained. It's got everything it needs: a tub, a sink, and a toilet unit. So it's lovely with the walls down. On a portion of the room, you can see the inside of her space. And it's completely separated from her mother's bedroom by this corridor. So there's a good distance between both rooms. So we're going to look in her mother's bedroom here. You just go through this door and you can see that she has a fully functional walk-in closet. And again, I've got glass windows to sort of allow her mother Linda to have a look into the closet, even though there is a wall dividing both rooms. So of course her mother's got bags, shoes, a mirror, dresses, coats, and so on. I mean, there's more you can put in here if you want to, but this was okay for the style of build. You remember, it's on a small plot, so I wanted it to be as luxurious as possible. Otherwise there would have been 3 bedrooms. Initially there were 3 rooms, but I thought I'd go for 2 and make it just as spacious and nice as I want to. But you still can make it a 3-bedroom house. So there's a glass theme in here. You've got the glass partitionings, the glass side tables, the glass door that leads into the bathroom. And do remember, I always say, because I get comments about this, oh, you shouldn't have a glass door to the bathroom, it's not realistic. You do have glass doors to bathrooms, but they are frosted over, so you can't actually see in, and that's what I think these doors serve as. It's a style I like very much in some of my builds, but you can go ahead and place a normal door if you choose to build this house in that space. This is where we have the toilet unit with the sink, so it's a separate area from where we have the tub, and then I placed a plant in there. Now again, I have the same comments about the glass windows in front of the bathroom. Same thing, you have to imagine that it's a frosted over set of glasses or glass windows in this particular section, so you can't actually see into where the bathroom is. Okay. So that's what we have on this floor. Again, this is some sort of overview for you to see with the walls partially up. And I do believe it's a very simple build for you to recreate. There are no glitches. Again, you know, all the glitches are patched. So ever since, we've been building homes without glitching, and it's brilliant. I mean, it's actually less stressful. However, there are some things I'm craving in this house, and I haven't been able to do that. But here's this balcony platform we saw earlier from the exterior tour, and this is a spiral staircase that takes us all the way up to the rooftop where we have the skylight. And I love this. This is really why I built this house, and there's no build like it in my town simply because of this feature. You have to have the mezzanine tool present in your game to be able to create this skylight, otherwise you won't be able to do that. We use it to create double height rooms. In this case, instead of covering the entire roof with a mezzanine, I just created a 5x3 room up top and then placed a mezzanine in there. So it's a smaller window, right? Skylights don't really cover the entire roof, it's just a section, and so that's what I've done here. Now the Snow Lodge narrow tall windows look like individual windows that you can pry open at the top here and let some air in, so you can open up 2, 3 or 4, and perhaps you'd open a couple on this end, and on the opposite side you open another 2, so there is cross ventilation and so on. This skylight is obviously unique within the confines of this game. This is the way my skylight turned out, and I do believe that I achieved what I set out to do. I love the way you can look down in there and see what's going on in the bedroom down below. And if you are up top socializing, then this structure for the skylight serves as a beautiful focal area to have a nice party, sit down and enjoy yourself. It's quite lovely up here. These seats, again, as I say, you have to click on them and wait for a partner and, you know, snuggle together. But we do have this umbrella set here with 4 seats for you to sit down and probably have a meal. You could put a hot tub up here as well. It's a good sized roof to get creative with. And this is the overview for you before I go. Do remember that in a couple of weeks I'll be going away to Africa on holiday, so what I will do is put up a couple of live builds and schedule them for that period so that you can still be interacting with the channel. And I might even do a couple of builds if I can, and have them set or scheduled for that period while I'm away. I hope you all have a lot of fun over the summer, as I'm hoping I will. But without having to rear off topic, I hope you like this house, and if you do choose to recreate it, don't forget to use the hashtag JCfinger so that we know where it originally came from. And if you do upload it to the Architect Home tab, I would think that this should have a chance because there aren't any glitches. But that being said, whether there are glitches or whether they aren't, it still will go through the process of that sort of lottery system. Out of millions of builds, this might not be seen, so this is why I do live builds, so that you can build it for yourself and have it in your town. And I think sometimes it's even more cost effective, I'm certain of this, because the millions that they want from you for these houses is ridiculous. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!